Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Father's Day, I guess I should say, to those of you who are daddies out there, U.S. style. One of the fun things about living in one continent and all that kind of stuff is that I get two Father's Days. So today is U.S. Father's Day, inviting Buddy over, gonna have a little bit of a barbecue. But anyway, I'm running my mouth. So for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Billy Keels. I am not only a father, uncle, brother, and all that other kind of good stuff. I happen to be someone who works for a really big company. Like, I think it's more than 100,000 employees, something like that. Living in Europe, love living in Barcelona, and I love investing in multifamily assets, cash flowing assets back in the United States. So if anybody is interested in that, and typically the people that are working in IT and pharma and telco, at least those are the ones that I keep talking to all the time, the most. And most of you have been in either some type of sales leadership position, or some of you are in services and consulting, things like that. But anyway, if you're interested in understanding a little bit about how I am doing that, sharing my experiences, you can pick up a free ebook that I've written just for you. Kind of lays out step by step what my plan is, and feel free to model that as much as you want. And you can go to keeponcashflow.com/roadmap. So being a Father's Day and I'm holding this in one hand and the phone in the other, anybody is helpful enough to write that in the box, I would really appreciate it. keeponcashflow.com/roadmap. Listen, I woke up this morning, aside from it being Father's Day, I got a really cool surprise. So a couple days ago, one of the people that is a mentor of mine and someone that I really appreciate a lot asked me to be a guest on his podcast. So that was really cool. This guy's name is Victor Minaj. He's got a real estate podcast called Real Estate Espresso. If you're not listening to it, you really need to be listening to it. He gives high quality content in like espresso size, right? And I guess that's because he has European roots and that kind of like very powerful Mediterranean espresso comes through in his content. So, and I got a chance to be a guest on his show, and it actually just went live today on Father's Day, which is actually really cool, U.S. Father's Day. So I'm going to share that somewhere here. Definitely check out Victor's stuff. I mean, he's like I said, you'll listen to this first interview and you should really listen to him because he is awesome. He's into a number of different, aside from having IT background, and he's worked across the globe and things like that. He is also he's done development in real estate and is doing development. He has short-term rentals, long-term rentals. He has lots of experience. So somebody that I really appreciate a lot. And like I said, it was just really cool. And I was very humbled to be on his podcast. So I will leave that here for you somewhere. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk to you about that. I'm sure I'll be on later, like to answer your questions towards the end of today. But yeah, if you haven't already, keeponcashflow.com/roadmap. And definitely check out the Real Estate Espresso podcast for today. I'll figure out a way to leave a link somewhere here, or I'll share it within the group and across the different channels. So anyway, like I said, great to have mentors that are interested in those kinds of conversations. And definitely check out Victor Minaj's Real Estate podcast. Learn a lot more about him. So have a great day, everybody, and I will talk to you later on. This is Billy. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.